Hello guys, hope you are doing good. In this video, we are going to set up a Docker local registry server on your system. Docker Registry Server actually works like Docker Hub. If your production environment is restricted with internet, you cannot use Docker Hub. So if you want to run your own Docker Registry Server, you need to follow this tutorial, and it's very easy and simple to understand about the configurations of Docker Registry Server. So first of all, make sure that your system is installed with latest Docker version and it's running properly. You need to check the status of Docker service. It's running. So let's start. So guys, I am going to use these commands. You can also find these commands in the description of this video. First of all, you need to decide about the domain name you are going to use. That domain name must be resolved on your system. Like I am going to use my host name as a domain. ar-it-experts.com. So it's resolved on local IP. You can ping this domain on your local area network from other machines as well. So you can define these settings in etc. Here you can see that I have defined this domain. You can also define this domain on IP as well. If you are going to access the Docker registry on your local area network through any other machine, you can define the IP of your domain in that machine's host file. So after this step, you need to first create a Docker registry directory. In this directory, we will save the configuration files of Docker Registry Server. So let's create the directory and go to that directory. Here we are going to generate a SSL certificate for our Docker Registry Server. So we are going to use openssl. Then we are defining the certificate type. We are defining the key length. Then it's the key name, it's the certificate name, and the validity. So kindly focus on this number. If you are going to set up your registry server for 2 or 3 years, you can define the number of days here. So let's execute this command. Now it's generating the private key. Then you need to fill in the certificate required fields, like you need to define your country code. Then you need to define the province name, city name. Then you are required to put your company name. Then organization's unit name, you can put IT here. Then it's the most important field. You need to define that domain name you selected to run the registry server. We have added this domain name in our host file to resolve locally, and that domain will be used for Docker registry server. So kindly use exact same domain name here to make it work. You can put any email address here. So guys, you can see certificate and private key has been generated. Now the next step is the authentication file. So it's important step. You need to create a HTPASSWD authentication file for to save the credentials of Docker Hub, Docker Registry Server. So we are going to use a Docker entrypoint container to generate a HTPASSWD file using this image, and this is our username, and this is the password, and this is the file name. So let's execute this command. It will generate authentication file for us. Command, it will generate HTPASSWD file in the current directory. So here is the authentication file. You can verify it using cat command. As you can see, my user arehman has been created, and its encrypted password has been stored in the file. So guys, let's proceed to the next step. Next step is to run the registry server. It's a very long command. First you need to define the port on which your registry server will listen. I am using port 5000. It's better to use the default port of the registry server. Then next you are going to define the path of directory created in second step. Next you are going to define the path of certificate, the path of private key file. Then you are going to define the authentication type. We are going HTPASSWD. So next you are going to define the path of passwd file. Then you are defining the Registry Realm, and this switch is used to restart the server. If it crashed or you reboot your machine, it will automatically start the registry server. And here is the version of registry server. So let's execute this command, and it will start the registry server. So guys, registry server has been started. Let's verify. You can check the Docker processes using Docker ps command. As you can see, the container of registry server is up now, and it's listening on 5000 TCP port. So guys, let's log into our registry server using command docker login, and you need to define the local domain you have configured. Then you need to define the port. So let's try login. It's using the username arehman. You can define the username first time, and then you need to define the password. As you can see, the login is successful. Now push and pull any image from our local Docker registry server. So let's look for local images, Docker image ls. So I have different images in my local registry. For example, I need to push the OpenJDK image to my Docker local registry server. First, I need to tag this image to my registry name. I am defining the source image ID and my registry name, including port, because port is very important, slash. Now I am defining the name of this image. So let's recheck. See, the image is now tagged with my registry server's name. It's currently not pushed to my registry server until I push it using docker command this. Now it's pushing the image to my Docker's local registry server. Let's wait for push to complete. Then we will remove both images from our local machine, and then we will try pulling the image from our local registry server. So let's wait for this command to complete. So guys, the image has been pushed to our local registry server. So let's check for local images. Now we are going to remove both local images. First of all, remove our tagged image, Docker image rm. So it's untagged. Now remove the main image. Now verify. See, currently no image exists on our local system. So let's pull the image from our local registry server. So let's try. So the image has been pulled, Docker image ls. You can verify. Now guys, you can pull this image from any of local machine in your LAN network. If you are able to ping this registry server from any other machine, you can pull this image very easily using this command and credentials. So guys, thanks for watching this video, and I think it's a very easy and understandable tutorial to learn about the installation and configurations of local Docker registry server. Kindly subscribe to our channel and follow us for further updates. Take care. Goodbye.